Hey everyone, this is Dimple Arora with a new session on operators in Python. We have many types of operators in Python. We are going to learn like arithmetical, logical, relational, assignment, identity and membership. So first of all, we must know what are operators. Operators are the symbols used to perform mathematical or logical operation on the variables acting as operands. So begin with, we have arithmetic operators. Operators like you use in mathematics for addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and exponential. And we have a special operator percentage and floor division, double slash for floor division. So percentage is used when we want to divide two numbers and find out the remainder, and we use floor division when we want to have a quotient. Floor means floor of a real value, means value which is less than integer value less than a real value, and the seal value is the upper value, integer greater than that given value. And coming to the logical operators are used for either joining two conditions or negating a statement. And is when we have multiple conditions, we can use and to join the conditions, and whenever we apply a and, all condition holds true, then only the cumulative effect of the overall condition holds true. But as we you can as we use and for joining the conditions, we may also use or to join the conditions when we have two or more conditions. So if condition 1 or condition 2 or condition 3, but in case of and, any one of the condition must be true for the overall conditions to evaluate to true, and not is for negating a condition or getting negative of a statement, like if Ram is present and Ram is not present. So that is the negation. And relational operators compares two values and always results in either true or false. So we can check whether a first value is less than the second value, first value is greater than the second value, first value is equal to the second value, first value not equal to the second value, first value equal to and less than the first value, and the first value greater than or equal to the second value. So these are the relational operators. Then we have assignment, or you can rather say arithmetic assignment statements, which is generally written as a pair of operators, arithmetic operator followed by an equal to symbol. So we have plus equal to, minus equal to, slash equal to, modulus equal to, exponential equal to, and floor division equal to. So these are the assignment statement. Then we have identity operator, just to check whether an object belongs to a particular class or not. If I say x is integer, so if x has a value 12, 17, 19, so it's an integer. So just to check the identity, if I say Hyundai is a car, Maruti is a car, so if they are the brand names of the car, so yes, they are, the result will be true. But if we can say that some x is not y, means x has some different properties than y. So the identity operator, and then coming to the membership operator. If we say that if there are two sets where A belongs to B, means B is the superset and A is the subset, then we can say that A is A in B is true, and if it is not a proper subset, we say that A not in B. So we have arithmetical, logical, relational, assignment, identity and membership operators. Now we'll look in greater detail one by one. So here in this example, you can see x is equal to 15, y is equal to 5. So when we write x plus 5, this plus is an operator, and this is used for addition of the two operands which are involved. So it is a binary operator. X and y are two operands and plus is the operator, and the resultant is summation of the two. So x is 14, y is 5, so we get x plus y 19. So on the same lines, minus is used for subtraction and star used for multiplication and slash used for division. So 14 minus 5 is 9 and 14 star 5 is 70 and 14 slash y is 2.8. Next, modulus. Modulus is used to find out the remainder when the first value is x and y is y. So the resultant will be remainder when x is divided by y. So 14 divided by y. So 14 divided by 5. So 5 2s are 10 and we get a remainder 4. And this x double star, single star is used for multiplication and double star is used for to find the exponential, or you can say power. So this x star star y means x power y, x multiplied by y times. So it is 14 into 14 into 14 for 5 times. So that this is what x star star y is. So we get this value 537824, which is 14 power 5. Now we have x mod floor division y. So you can say as the value of 2 point we get on division, we get 2.8. So floor value of 2.8 is 2 and the ceil value of 2.8 is 3. So because this x double slash is used for floor division, we get the result 2. Now coming to relational operators, we have double equals to check whether x and y are equal or not. So value of x is 12 and y is 15. On comparison, x equals to y, it results in a statement false. So as we have already seen, the resultant of a comparison between the two values is always results in either false or true. So to check, to assign a value, we use an equal to for one time, and to compare two values for equality, we use double equal to. So if I want to check whether x is equal to y or not, I will be using x equals to y. And if I want to check x not equal to y, then I can use this exclamatory mark followed by equal to, which is exclamatory mark you use for negation or not. So x not equal to y, it tests whether x exactly not equal to y or not. So we get a false as 2 is not equal to 15 and it results in true. So we want to check if x is greater than y, as 12 is not greater than y, so we will get a false value. Then we have x less than y, which tests whether x is less than y or not, and if it's as this 12 is less than y, it holds true, the resultant is true. Then x greater than equal to y holds false, as x, it checks x is greater than or equal to y. Similarly, x less than or equal to y holds true when this statement is written, and it checks for x is less than or equal to y. So relational operators are generally to compare the values and result in a Boolean value, true or false. Now next we have the arithmetic assignment operators or the shorthands. So when we have a value x is equal to 12 and y is 7, so we write the shorthand plus equals to, which is shorthand for x equals to x plus y, means a new value of x is the result of old value of x summation y, or when old value of x is summed up with y and the result is stored in the x, and that is the new value of x. So this is the shorthand operators work like this. So x plus equals to y is nothing but x equals to x plus y, and so 12 plus 7 19, they are added up and is stored in x. So new value of x become 19. So x minus equals to y, if I write with the values taken up as 19 minus equals to y. If you take the new value, so it will result in 12. Otherwise, you will current value of x is 19 and the y is 7. So 19 minus 7 is 12 and x star equals to y. Now the current value of x is 12. So 12 and 12 multiplied by 7, it's give 84. So x slash equals to y. The current value of x is 84 and y is 7. So we get 12.0 and x modulus y, x modulus equals to y. So that current value of x is 12 and y is 7. So we get a value 5. X star star equals to y. So the current value of x is 5 and the y is 7. So we get 5 power 7, which is 78125. When we write x floor division equals to y, we get current value of x is 78125 and y is 7. So that we get 11160 as a result. So these are the arithmetic assignment operators. And now we have the logical operators. We have a condition x is greater than 10 and another condition y is greater than 10. So this tests whether both x and y are greater than 10. If both results in true, then the answer will be true. So when x is greater than 14 or y is greater than 14, then also it results in true. But when we check for say x greater than 20, x greater than 14 or y greater than 14, when we use or, then one of the condition if it's true, x greater than 14 is false but y greater than 14 is true. So when one of them is true, then also the result will be true in case of a or. But if the same condition is checked with an and, it results in a false value. And not negation of a value, when we are checking x greater than 10 and y greater than 10, it results in true. But if we'll check not x greater than 10 and y greater than 10, it will be not true. Not true means false. So we'll get a false value. So these are the logical operators in Python. Now coming to identity operator, we can say there are three variables. A is 25, B is 25 and C is 32. So basically when we write A is B, means A should have the exact value of B, or A or B must be pointing to the same memory location. If A and B both are pointing to the same memory location, A is B evaluates to true. Otherwise, when we are writing B is C, because B is pointing to 25, C is pointing to 32, both are pointing to different memory locations, so it evaluates to false. When we write A is not B, we actually want to check that if both points to different memory location or not. Because A is 25, B is 25, both are pointing to the same memory location. So when I am writing A is not B, it is resulting in false. Finally, we have a membership operator. There are vowels defined, vowels A, E, I, O, U, and when we say please enter a capital letter, then a letter is entered. If that letter, capital letter, from A to Z, any one letter is entered by the user, we check if CH in vowels, that whatever alphabet we have entered, whether it is same as A or E or I or O or U, if it is a part of this subset or this list of elements, then we say it results in true. And if the result is true, you entered a vowel character, message is printed. Otherwise you entered a consonants character is printed. So in is used to check the whether a subset belongs to a superset or not. So, or the availability of a particular element in another element. So we have in same way we could have check it if ch in not in vowels, then print you entered a consonant character, else you printed a vowel character. The other way also it could have been written. Thank you.